Shalom, first and foremost. Call Loyum, Wakabah, like Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Arakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the fellow laborers of the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Now, while you got guys in Israel that's murmuring, making videos, making long ass documentaries, complaining, murmuring, about their feelings, about what they disprove about the camps that they was a part of, why they're offended and all this hurt, emotional bull crap. You got the Most High visiting the world which He made. All type of major things are happening. If you're paying attention, if you're watching, scriptures say, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. The Lord He's making serious moves on the earth, while niggas is making it all about them and their emotions and their feelings. Fuck you and your feelings, homeboy. Whoever y'all are, all you clowns who's hurt because you're no longer a part of the body, you've been removed, you've been excommunicated from. Hey, there's still things to be touching on. There's still things to be reported. We're at the end of this thing. So if you're not prophesying, more than likely it's because the spirit then left you. And all you have left, all the fuel you have left in your lamp is just to talk shit because you're hurt. So, with all that murmuring and complaining, this is what the Lord is doing right now. So this is the first video that I have up. All right. There's a couple of videos that I want to just touch on. There's way more things going on worldwide, but I just want to focus on these things because this is very dire. All right. And these have trickling effects to the livelihood of millions of people. Now, up in the Northwest, all right, up in Northern California, on the border of Oregon, you have a lot of acres that's being burned in these wildfires, and it's destroying a lot of homes. Few people then died, but just look at what it's caused and what it's leaving behind. All right, total ruins. All right, and here's some footage right here. Let me play it real quick.
You live here, or?
I did.
Right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very catastrophic. And what this is causing, with these wildfires, and then right behind it, flash floods, is sweeping all that debris and all that ash, which is highly toxic, and is flushing it into the Klamath River, and that's causing a lot of fish to die off in that river. So what's washing up along the shores of that river on the border of California and Oregon? Thousands of dead fish, tens of thousands of dead fish, washing up along the stream of that particular river. Okay, and that's this is biblical proportions, and it made me think about the scripture in Hosea, the 4th chapter. Even though this applies to Israel, but just showing you when the Lord has a controversy with a place, he will visit the land of that place as well and basically make a statement. All right, this is Hosea 4:1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel." All right, while y'all bickering and complaining and murmuring and all this just bullshit, it says, "For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there's no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land." And this applied to Israel, but when you take it on a broader scale, we know that there's definitely no truth here in America. We're the only ones that have the truth, and we're professing the truth. And when we do so, you're gonna get persecuted. You're gonna be attacked. When you renounce the evil of this wicked kingdom, you're gonna be attacked. Now they're waging a war against us because what we teach is what considered dangerous conspiracy theories. When we tell the truth about this devil's agendas, what we teach is radical and extreme, and this, that, and the other. All right. It says no mercy. All right. No mercy at all, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. By swearing and lying, all right, this devil, he rules by deception. Everything is full of lies, deceit, and killing. It's a lot of murder, all right, amongst Jake and all across Babylon and even around the world. It's a lot of murder and stealing. A lot of that is going on. A lot of broad day robberies. A lot of theft is going on, and committing adultery. A lot of that is definitely going on. They break out and blood toucheth blood. It's just murder after murder after murder. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beast of the field. A lot of the beasts are dying, right? You had a lot of cattle dying off. And with the fowls of heaven, a lot of fish. I mean, not I said fish, a lot of chickens, turkeys, they've been dying off. Esau been actually, which we believe in, they're going to say that, oh, that's conspiracy theory. Y'all be real. They're burning these farms down, these manufacturing plants. Over the past year and a half, they've been burning them down. So your food is basically being diminished. That's what's happening. All right. It says, yeah, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. And this right here is causing that on the West Coast. All right. That flow of water is being affected by all this debris and ash that's being flushed in to that water by these flash floods while this wildfire is going on. All right. So this is part of the Lord visiting this world, man. Okay. And here's another thing. This is the Hoover Dam, all right, which several bodies of water reservoirs flows through there, and the whole West Coast depends upon their power from this dam. But right now, it's reported that the Hoover Dam, Lake Mead, Lake Powell, which are major water reservoirs that we got to depend upon, are basically dead pool status. This is where we depend upon water for, power and our water sources. So soon it's going to be a shortage. If nothing is done about it, there's going to be a complete shortage. And that means that people that live in these desert areas on the West Coast, all from Arizona, Utah, all right, Nevada, all right, Cali, all these different areas is getting dried out. If we got to ration it, a lot of people are going to start dying of thirst. They're going to starve. Okay. No power. You'll not be able to preserve your food. So this is spelling disaster right in your face. And Jake still wouldn't complain. This is happening right now as you're complaining, as you're talking shit, as you venting while you're hurt. Take a look at this little video real quick.
There's nothing to release.
Man, that shit is getting real, man. The Hoover Dam empty, so there ain't much time left, man. All right. Now, let me get this in Second Esdras, the 6th chapter, and I don't think this is the GNT, but I think it's the CEB. But let me read it real quick. Second Esdras 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, "I answered, Supreme Lord, if only you look so favorably upon me, that you would show your servant your final signs, which you showed me in part on a previous night." He answered, "Get up on your feet." You hear a loud echoing voice. "Don't be afraid if the place on which you stand is greatly moved." While the voice of speaking, since the word concerns the end, and we're at the end right now, the end is manifest. And since the foundation of the earth will understand that the speech is about them, the place will tremble and shake because it knows that it is destined to be transformed. Yeah, the world, the earth is going to is in the midst of a transformation. That's why all these different things are happening. All these strange things are happening in the earth. All these sinkholes, volcanic eruptions. The earth is trembling at the word of the Most High. That's what's happening. These people on the earth don't understand because understanding to withdraw itself from the earth. The only people that understand is those who have the spirit, and that's the elect right now. Everybody else walking around in blindness, man. They have no idea what's going on. It says, when I heard, I rose on my feet and listened, and there was a voice speaking, and its sound was like the sound of deep waters. It said, look, the days are coming when I will begin to come near to visit those who live on earth. Right? When I will begin to examine those who unjustly have inflicted harm and their cruelty, when the humiliation of Zion is complete. And we're just about at the end of our punishment, where the Lord's getting ready to turn back our captivity. It's starting with the Lord, putting his breath into us, and we standing upon our feet as that great army, brothers standing on their feet, all right, in different various camps all over the world, prophesying the downfall of this empire, this dominion, Esau's dominion, coming back to our heritage and remembrance, all right, to basically being greatly awakened. That began the end of this man's society, his kingdom, all right, and we done went through our humiliation, all right, which we're at the end of. It's still going on, but it's getting ready to end. The Lord's getting ready to redeem us. It says, when the seal is placed on the age that begins to pass away, I will perform these signs. Scrolls will be opened in a view of the firmament. And what are the scrolls? The scriptures. The scriptures were written on the scrolls. Now we have Bibles. All right, and they're being opened up, and while these signs, these tokens are being fulfilled, we're reading it as it is happening. It says, and all will see together, and we're seeing it. Those whose eyes are open. Infants a year old will speak with their voices, and pregnant women will give birth to premature babies of 3 and 4 months, but they will live and dance. Fields that were not sown will suddenly appear sown, and full warehouses or storehouses will suddenly be found empty. All right, especially when this inflation keeps on rising, and you know, they don't do nothing about the fuel prices, and uh, the crisis dealing with the truckers and the diesel fuel, and the supply chain that they've been tarnishing for the past year and a half or so. This is what you're going to continue to see. It's already happening in parts of Europe. We were seeing it, a little earlier in the year here in America. All right. And then they're talking about another possible lockdown over this FAG pox. So we're going to start seeing things, man. It says a trumpet will sound with a blast. When all hear it, they will suddenly be terrified. At that time, friends will make war on friends like enemies. The love of many will wax cold. All right. When it comes to shortage of bread and great tribulation, people are gonna forget that that they grew up together. They're gonna forget that they were friends. And they're gonna turn on each other, man. For survival, it says the earth, along with those who live on it, will be terrified, and the sources of rivers will stand still, so that they don't run for 3 hours. All right, which that means that for a period of time, these rivers are going to be affected, man. The Lord is causing dryness upon these springs, and that affects your crops. The ability for food to be grown. Okay, that's going to affect you, man. Then everyone who is left after these things that I have foretold to you will be saved. These will see my deliverance and the end of my age. So we're living to see these things. All right, and those, like it says in the 9th chapter, those who escape these said perils and live this to see the salvation, they're going to be escaped by what? Let's go to 2nd Ezra 9. In verse, I'll start at 6. It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed. All right? Your works and your faith. Some of you dudes, you're showing that you no longer have faith because you're not continuing in the doctrine. You just want to, now that you're out of there, you want to make it all about your feelings, why you're hurt, and why you no longer believe what you were taught. You see? Now you want to diminish, what the Lord has been doing through this ministry that you were a part of. So you really don't have faith. And now the works that you're doing, it holds no merit. All right? So do you think that you're going to be delivered? It says, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right. So that's why we got to continue to, labor, do this work, continue to have faith and believe that the Lord is He's gonna preserve us. All right. And all He's gonna do is continue to show His marvelous hand. All right. Show new signs, make strange wonders. All right. And that's what He's gonna continue to do. All right. And the Lord also said through the angel in 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter that He's gonna smite Egypt as with plagues before. All right. So the Lord He ain't done. Okay. All type of wildfires, floods, flash floods, thunderstorms, and a drought. All that happening on one landmass. And then we're coming straight for tropical season, hurricane season. Gonna do even more devastation. These people have no idea, man. That's why you got to get with the times, know what time that you're living in. Because these people, they don't know the time that they're in. Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. And it says, "For a man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them." Okay? It says, NLT, it says, "People can never predict when hard times might come. Like fishes in a net or birds in a trap, people are caught by sudden tragedy." Okay? So this is what's going on. Okay? Straight up catastrophe is hitting these people, man. So, we gotta, constantly watch, man. All right, be circumspect, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. All right, yeah, we're gonna in the midst of, watching for these signs and these prophecies, we're gonna continue to defend the faith. Anybody coming up against the doctrine, yeah, we're gonna do videos, because that's part of the ministry too. But we're not gonna make it a tit for tat. We're not gonna get all emotional and go back and forth and point out this and that and the third. Man, the Lord is doing major stuff in the earth. All right. You think that when the Lord returns after you hear all that boo-hooing, that's what you turn his gospel into. You think that he's gonna come back and defend you? So anyway, I just want to shed light on that, man. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Until the next lesson, Shalom.